Italy, the world's best athletes on both snow and ice will compete in the 2026 Milan-Cortina Winter Games. From brand new sports like ski mountaineering to crowd favorites like figure skating and ski races. The Games are a show of power, prestige, and perfection with zero margin for error. The events have come a long way since the Games of yore. The ancient Olympic Games used to last just a day, now 2 weeks. Their sports? Long jump, javelin, and chariot racing, among others. It would take centuries for Winter Olympics to be added into the fold. Figure skating competitions were first held in London in 1908, but it wasn't until the 1920s that a winter version of the Games was officially established. Now, more than 100 years and 25 Olympic Games later, this is the first Olympics to be co-hosted by multiple cities. The last time Italy hosted was in 2006, back when Shaun White competed in his first Olympics at 19 years old, and of course, brought home the gold. 20 years later, the Olympics are back on the boot. Let the Games begin. Ooh, I'm excited. What a way to kick off our very first episode of New Day at the Games. I'm New Day Northwest host Kelly Hanson, and I'm so pumped to be here with my co-host for the first half of the Olympics evenings, José Cedeño.
You know, I know already this is going to be so much fun. Your show is in the mornings. My show is at nighttime. So being here with you at this time in the middle of the day is just fantastic.
It is. I'm not going to lie. It was very nice sleeping in today, but you all better not sleep on what we have coming up. Oh, yeah. We'll be here throughout the Olympics at 3 o'clock right here on King 5, delivering the fun and the spectacle of the Winter Games, as well as the food, fashion, entertainment, and even a little friendly competition.
But you know what I really love? Oh, it's the magic that we've been transported to Italia. Look, I love being so close to the Colosseum and the statues of David. Look at those columns. It's so great and fantastic.
It really is. And Rome wasn't built in a day,
No.
but here, anything is truly possible. I'm looking forward first to eating our way through Italy. We're going to try everything, a little something new every day. Whoa, champagne
watch out.
already happening. What could go wrong? Our first is iconic cheeses, including Grana Padano, which is actually an official sponsor of the Winter Games. It's a hard granular cheese from northern Italy. It's similar, of course, to a Parmesan. It's made from semi-skimmed cow's milk and aged for at least 9 months, my friend. I know you are absolutely obsessed with cheese.
I am.
What are you? It's usually string cheese every day, right?
It's usually whatever cheese you can give me, I will have it. But this one looks very fancy, so I'm just going to try it.
Dive in, and while you're doing that, the team behind this cheese partnered with the Olympics organizers to cheer on the athletes and highlight how the cheese fits into a healthy, balanced lifestyle. Basically, even Olympians eat cheese and love a good cheese moment. So I'm here for that. Cheese and bread are like my number one food groups.
Cheese by itself is just my number one food group.
I know, because you're pretty good. You don't eat a lot of carbs, right?
I don't eat a lot of carbs, but I can eat cheese every day, which is not necessarily good, but since you told me this is healthy,
well, I don't know if I necessarily did that, but that's fine. I think we could keep eating. Are you someone, too, that follows the games? Like, do you watch it religiously? Are you superstitious at all? Go Team USA. And I got to try some
Do you think Go Team USA? Look how I'm dressed today.
I know.
Right? Yes, I do follow the Olympics religiously, summer and winter. So, yes, I'm the type of person that if I miss it, then I don't want nobody to tell me, and then I go see it later on again.
I know. I hate when people ruin it for you and tell you, like, who gets the gold, especially
who won the gold medal, yeah.
We're working, but here at King 5, because it's on NBC, we have it on 24/7, which is
So
amazing.
we're going to know. No matter what, we're going to know. Yeah.
We're going to know the ins and outs of everything, too. Do you have a favorite sport to watch? Because I'm obsessed with figure skating. I think it's so emotional and fun. Ever since I was little, I just, shout out Michelle Kwan and everybody else. Like, to feel like you could do a triple axel would be the coolest feeling in the world.
Yes, but you know me a little bit. So can you guess what would I like to watch?
Well, snowboarding.
Of course. Snowboarding, number one. It's because when they jump, you know they're flipping, and it's so risky. They could die in the trick. And the women and men, they're doing these tricks today. It's insane. These athletes are doing crazy stuff. So you're almost like in your chair thinking, are they going to land it right? Are they going to fall? So it's kind of like one of those things that are like that, and also hockey. For some reason, hockey always gets me. So
we have some Kraken players too that are going to the Olympics, which is always so exciting. And Torrent as well, our lady.
So the ladies, you can't forget about the ladies.
Can't forget about the Go Ladies. I love a girl moment. One of the Olympians, too, I'm keeping tabs on right now is downhill skier Lindsey Vonn. She actually crashed during a World Cup downhill race in Switzerland. She actually had to be airlifted off the course. Doctors confirmed that she has a fully ruptured ACL, but this is so cool. Lindsey is determined to still compete in these Olympics. I can't believe she's pushing through despite the torn ACL, but everybody loves a comeback. I was voting for her and rooting for her before.
And I think a lot of people are because, first of all, she is a champ. When it comes down to downhill ski and when it comes down to Super G categories, she knows what to do. And it's not the first time she gets hurt because she actually retired before when she got hurt.
Really?
And she came back. So she knows what it really takes to come back. Plus, she already has 3 Olympic medals.
I know.
One of them being gold, and she won the World Cup many times. So she has what it takes. I think she's in her early 40s, so she has that mentality.
See, that's
that this is the
inspiring
deal.
for me, too, because as you know, we're both getting older.
Well, talk for yourself,
happening.
Kelly.
I know, speak for myself. I just think that's really inspiring that she's competing at an elite level in her 40s, and just the fact that she's pushing through. You've had a lot of injuries.
I did. Yeah. So snowboarding, I broke I did my ACL and meniscus, and then I came back the year after, and then I did my ankle.
My gosh, but you know a comeback story.
Yeah, not an Olympic comeback, but I'm still snowboarding if you call that way, yeah.
Well, it's an Olympic comeback for me because I'm just on the bunny hill. We actually have 2 colleagues that are at the game, so let's check in with Chris Egan and Jake Wittenberg and see, of course, what they're up to.
Hey everybody, Jake and Chris here checking in from Milan, Italy. Got the iconic rings here. Chris, we've been seeing people line up all day with their flag representing their nation.
That's what I love about these Olympic Games. We're one day away from the opening ceremony, but the games are underway. We were at the U.S. women's hockey game today as they were taking on the Czechs. And everybody's wearing their American jerseys.
So
You're
cool.
hearing the USA chants, USA, USA. But I got to give this guy credit. Here's what he did. He put a 12s flag.
Let's go.
Put the 12s flag on our camera. You put it on our camera, and I'm amazed, Jake, how many Seahawks fans are here in Italy.
So many Seattle fans, and if they weren't from Seattle, they're seeing this as a Team America kind of flag representing. So great. So much culture here. How much pasta have you had? I know that you've had a lot of different kinds of pasta.
I've actually had, we talked on New Day, Jake, when I left about bringing 24 pairs of underwear. I'm actually having to send in bigger jackets and shirts because I've already ate too much pasta.
Okay. Well, we're doing a lot of walking too. A quick look, I can turn the camera here. This is an escalator, a walking escalator. There are literally 10 of those on this one stretch from the train to the hockey venue. You do a lot of walking here, so we're burning off that pasta, we're burning off that red wine.
It's trying to get around town. That's the toughest thing, but no complaints here. We're loving the pasta. We're loving the croissants. We're loving the games. Here we go. We're ready to roll. We're like Lindsey Vonn. Nothing is slowing us down.
No, let's go. That's the latest from Milan. We'll keep checking in, but we wanted to make sure you guys knew how much was happening here in Milan and Northern Italy.
It's a new day.
Those cuties, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Fun. It would be my dream to cover the Olympics. Do you ever want to do that? And what would you want to cover?
Of course, the Olympics. Snowboarding, but it's not just because you travel. A lot of people will say because when you get to travel a different country, but it's about meeting the best athletes in the world and seeing that dream of getting a medal. These guys would do anything for a medal. So I would like to be there and tell their stories. So next time, send me to the Olympics if you can.
Oh, what about us?
Send us to Olympus
to the
if
Olympics,
you can.
please. We're both available. Thank you very much. I will be on the bunny hill, and they might love that. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah,
we'll see.
Could be a story.
Yeah, could be a story. Good luck to all of our local Olympians. More than a dozen athletes are competing in the games and have ties to Washington. So, of course, we'll be keeping tabs on all of them. And if you missed the opening ceremony, you can watch it tonight starting at 8 o'clock right here on King 5.